I never thought I would be the type of person to cheat or even consider it. After all, my husband Daniel and I had an open marriage. On paper, our relationship was ideal. We trusted each other completely, communicated openly, and even encouraged each other's connections outside the marriage. It felt liberating, exciting, and modern. But as with everything that seems perfect, the illusion was fragile. It began innocently. I met someone at a work conference, Alex, a charismatic, funny, and incredibly attractive man. Daniel knew I was interested in meeting new people, and I believed I was simply exploring my boundaries within the rules we had established. At first, it was just conversation, coffee meetings, casual flirtation. But one night, after drinks, boundaries blurred. I let my desire guide me, and the perfect rules of our open marriage were tested in ways I hadn't anticipated. For a while, everything seemed fine. I told Daniel I was meeting friends. He told me about his own escapades, and the arrangement felt natural. But then Alex began to push limits, wanting more time, more secrecy, more intimacy than I felt comfortable sharing. And I found myself lying, making excuses, and hiding parts of our interactions from Daniel. I justified it at first. It was still within the rules, wasn't it? We had discussed openness, flexibility, freedom, but as lies grew, I realized the truth. I had crossed a line I hadn't fully anticipated. The freedom of our open marriage gave me the illusion of invulnerability, and I let temptation outweigh honesty. Daniel never complained, never hinted, never pressured me. He trusted me implicitly, and perhaps that trust was what allowed me to feel safe in my deceit. I kept my texts private, deleted messages, and concealed my meetings with Alex. I told myself it was harmless, that as long as I didn't get caught, the thrill was mine alone. But secrets have a way of surfacing, no matter how carefully you hide them. Daniel discovered my affair by accident. A message left on my phone, a lingering glance at my screen, a slip of the tongue during a conversation. He didn't confront me immediately. Instead, he observed, collected evidence, and let me continue in my false sense of security for just long enough to feel the full weight of the betrayal. When he finally confronted me, the moment was surreal. Calm, controlled, and terrifyingly precise, he presented every piece of proof, messages, meeting times, even locations he had verified. There was no anger in his voice at first, only quiet, deliberate disappointment. "I trusted you," he said softly, but every word carried the weight of betrayal. "And you broke that trust. Even in our open marriage, honesty is non-negotiable." I tried to explain, to justify, to plead. I spoke of feelings, desire, and excitement. But Daniel didn't need excuses. The damage was done. The rules of our arrangement had been violated in spirit, and the consequences were unavoidable. The aftermath was intense. We had to redefine boundaries, attend counseling, and confront the emotional fallout of an open marriage gone wrong. Friends and family noticed the tension, and the intimacy we once took for granted was strained to the breaking point. Daniel had been hurt in ways I hadn't predicted. The sense of betrayal was deeper than just the act. It was the secrecy, the manipulation, and the disregard for the trust we had established. I learned painfully that even in an open marriage, honesty is the cornerstone. Freedom without accountability can quickly become deception. My affair had not only endangered my marriage, but also reshaped our relationship permanently. In the months that followed, we struggled, reconciled, and rebuilt, but the memory of that betrayal lingered. Daniel's trust could be repaired partially, but the naive belief that open arrangements eliminate heartbreak was gone forever. I understood finally that rules without integrity are meaningless, and love without honesty is fragile. My open marriage seemed perfect, but the discovery of my affair revealed the fragility beneath the surface. The consequences were unthinkable, and the lessons imprinted permanently on both of us were impossible to ignore.